Hello guys, and welcome back to Lost Horizon, where we're gonna infiltrate a museum. Hoping we will, that we will succeed, that is. Oh boy, we have an option to go to the city. This is going to be a long-winded puzzle, isn't it? Okay, let's start by looking around.
The Nazis disappeared into this museum.
Advertisements?
Posters and flyers plastered on several layers deep. This camera ad's coming loose.
You care about the loose poster, okay?
I've pulled it down.
Sure, okay. Why not?
A camera ad. A camera ad.
That's it. You just picked up a poster. Sure, Fenton.
What's that? There's something shiny under that grate. I love shiny things. It's only about 8 inches down, but I can't fit my hand through.
Can you force it, or...? No.
The grate won't budge, and I can't fit my hand through.
Okay, well, let's see what happens if we do try and just normally enter. It'll just probably go, no access to, you know, non-party members or something? I don't know.
Red ropes over the entrance. Not a good start.
Can I help you?
Yes, if you could just tell me how to get into the museum.
Sorry, the exhibit's closed earlier than usual today.
Why is the museum closed today? I've traveled a long way just to see the exhibits.
Well, during the Olympic Games, sometimes the regular schedule gets a little out of whack, you know? There's a reception for today's gold medalists in the upper exhibition halls later tonight, which is going to mean unpaid overtime for me, of course. Anyway, that's why we closed early.
How very frustrating.
Not much of a sports fan?
I'm mainly here for the museum, but the games have certainly proved a happy coincidence.
I'm hoping I'll get to see some of my idols in the flesh tonight, depending on who takes the gold medals.
Okay. What event? Sure, let's keep telling. Maybe he'll give us some information or something?
Which events are happening tonight?
For my money, the decathlon has got to be the highlight, but there's also rowing and horseback riding. Hold on, I have an event schedule in my newspaper. I don't need it anymore, you can have it.
Oh, thanks very much.
Why would he not need it anymore? I'm not gonna question that.
You know that reception tonight? How exactly do I get into it?
Oh, just go out and get yourself a gold medal. No problem. No, seriously, aside from the medal winners and their trainers, you basically need to be a German politician. People like us are out in the cold, I'm afraid.
We'll see about that.
Not much I can do then, I suppose.
I like how blatantly obvious it is what he's thinking and saying. Yeah, I don't think so.
I wonder if I can find another way to get into tonight's reception.
As I said, only gold medal winners, their trainers, and a handful of special guests are permitted in the museum tonight. Believe me.
All right then.
So how do I become a special guest?
What do they actually exhibit here?
The main exhibit is on Tibet. You see that animal by the door? It's some sort of enormous mountain sheep that lives in the Himalayas, but I've forgotten the name. Begins with a P or an M.
It's an argali.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
In any case, there are all kinds of rare Tibetan artifacts on display in the upper halls. Do you think you could give me a hand and set this carton down for me?
Why would he ask a visitor to do that? What? It's only a little thing, but...
You keep talking about the upper halls. Are there others?
Well, yes, the lower halls.
Gasp.
But they've been closed to visitors for over a year.
Why's that?
I couldn't tell you.
And is there a reason you couldn't tell me?
Easy. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to either.
Well, now you've gone and got my attention.
Curiosity can be very bad for your health, you know. All I know is that for some time no one has been allowed into the basement of the museum, and the lower exhibition halls were closed to prevent any visitors from accidentally wandering down there. Can we leave it now?
Sure.
He sure sounds agitated.
Would you mind if I took a look around your very exciting foyer for a while?
No problem, as long as you don't get in the way.
Promise.
Yeah, Fenton doesn't get in the way.
He's dusting the painting on the wall.
Okay. Can we talk to him
Hello,
again?
it's me again.
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
Would you mind if I took a look around your very exciting...
No
Promise.
Okay, cardboard box.
My inventory of the box has produced leftover cleaning supplies and building materials.
I'll ask first. Please don't ask me why, but can I have some of the stuff in this box?
You're asking me if you can just take my stuff for no reason whatsoever? I thought the British were supposed to be polite. Well, as it happens, that box is full of crap, so go right ahead.
The fuck? What the fuck?
An old marigold.
Okay, it has a face drawn on it. Great.
Sandpaper. Let's see which contests are scheduled for today. The final event in the decathlon is happening shortly. In the run-up to the long jump, the man in the lead is... No, this can't be right. Glenn Parker of the United Kingdom? There's even a photo. No doubt about it. That's the same Glenn Parker who went to Sandhurst with Richard and me. Even back then, he was a top-class athlete. Fantastic! This is my chance to get into the museum reception. I'll just ask Glenn to smuggle me in. Maybe he can pass me off as his trainer. I should head straight to the stadium. He must be getting warmed up.
Okay, what a
The box
coincidence.
office is closed.
No shit. Devil sheep.
So, we meet again, Argali. Are you taunting me? Is that it? Following me around and popping up at my lowest moments? Bad, Argali. Bad. I don't remember the last one having such a luxurious beard.
Wait,
The
whiskers?
only interesting things about this door are its large, round handles. And even they're struggling to get my heart racing.
Doorknob. What?
A large doorknob. It must have been red once, but the paint's worn away.
Why would that matter?
I'll leave the door open so I don't get in trouble. It's seen better days. The red paint's been chipped off the handles. I'll leave the door...
Okay, why would... Well, I don't know.
I tried to grow a beard like that when Kim and I were... friendly. She got me drunk one night and shaved it off. The whiskers are stuck on tight. I could take them with me, but it'll most likely mean lugging around a whole stuffed Argali for the rest of the day.
So we need something to cut off the whiskers. Can we go to the...
The exhibition halls are closed for tonight's reception for the gold medal winners.
Alright, so... For some reason, the doorknob not having any red paint on it anymore is important, and the whiskers. We'll find out why, I guess.
A rubbish bin.
Well, last time it was useful.
Let's see if I can find anything useful.
Yeah.
Oh, the lid came off. I'll just pocket that, I think. Jackpot. There's all sorts of valuable rubbish in here.
You're such a weirdo. Ooh, I bet that is good enough to cut off the whiskers.
This guy owes me a favor. The least he can do is spare me some whiskers.
Great.
A dried bouquet of flowers wrapped with florist wire. I'll unwrap the wire.
Okay, we've got a lid.
A rusty rubbish bin lid. A broken bottleneck. Hardly the gentleman's choice of armament. But that's never been an issue before. Argali whiskers. A piece of florist wire. Strong, flexible, just like me. Dried flowers.
Why did... Oh, right, it moved flowers up because I took the wire. Okay. Well, there is something to do with the doorknob there. That much I know. I don't know what, though. But if we find something red, that has to be it. Because that seemed very important. Well, let's... Holy shit. Stadium, museum, and back. Okay, good. Only 2 locations.
Okay, let's find Glenn. He's probably in the locker room.
You're just gonna waltz in there?
I'm afraid this is the locker room, friend. You probably shouldn't be in here.
Glenn, it's me, Fenton. Fenton Paddock.
Fenton? Nice beard. What are you doing here?
I'm here saving the world. It's not a real beard.
Did he use the Argali?
But look, I heard you were top billing for the decathlon. I need to talk to you.
How did you even get in here?
That's a rather adventurous story.
Please share, because I have no... Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck? Why would it do that?
And I figured I'd find you here. Not that it was easy getting in.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this the press entrance?
Yes, it is. May I see your credentials, please?
Credentials?
The only people permitted access are the athletes, their trainers, official IOC employees, and press photographers. Do any of those apply to you?
Sure. Why not? I'm actually with the press.
Then show me your press pass.
Would you believe I've temporarily misplaced it?
Not really. If you've really lost your pass, go to the IOC accreditation office and claim a new one.
But the events are about to start. I can't miss them.
Then you'd better hurry. The IOC office is located at Pariserplatz.
Okay. I'll be back.
And don't forget your camera. Only photographers are allowed to enter the contest area. Journalists should go to the main gate.
Got it. Thanks.
Well, I guess I'm heading to the IOC office at Pariserplatz to get myself a press pass.
So it would seem, at first, looking around for anything.
The most important thing is not to win, but to take part. Apart from today, of course, where the fate of the entire world rests on Glenn getting the gold.
There was something else. No? Oh, right. That's the other
He's
thing.
guarding the entrance. Only athletes, trainers, and photographers allowed.
Gas bottles? Okay, I'll look at you later.
According to the label, these bottles contain helium.
I definitely think these contain helium, you know.
Okay. Blow up the rubber glove? I don't know. Doing...
Let's inflate the little bugger.
Of course. Why not?
Great. That is the ugliest thing I have ever clapped eyes on. And Sandhurst had communal showers.
Okay, so we... Horrendous balloon animal. But what is keeping it closed? Don't we need the wire for
Yes,
that?
well, that makes for the ugliest looking balloon animal I've ever set my eyes on.
Okay, horrendous balloon animal on a string. With whiskers? No. I have no clue why we're doing that.
No doubt, this hideous thing would pass for a helium balloon. At a freak show.
Why would I even want a helium... Okay, let's see. Hat. That's a very tiny hat. Well, it's normal sized, but...
I guess the organ grinder is hoping that generous passers-by will drop some change in his hat. But the hat is still empty.
Well, maybe it would help him, or it would help his case, if he would stand over there. With the masses of people that are going in, and not stand here where there's just an English dude.
Scruffy, but lovable. In a German kind of way. A barrel organ.
Well, let's talk to him, I guess.
Excuse me, may I interrupt for a moment?
Oh, hello. Do I really look all that busy?
Well, now that you mention it, no. Is your whatever that thing is broken?
No, I just don't feel like playing.
Why not?
An artist needs an audience, attention, applause, and of course, earning a few pennies doesn't hurt either.
Well, I can listen, but I'm afraid I'm completely broke.
That's all right.
What?
The potential audience in this part of the stadium is pretty limited. Why exactly did you pick this location?
Unfortunately, it was assigned to me. We have the odd athlete and journalist pass by, but it's been a slow pitch. I wanted to set up over at the main entrance, but I wasn't allowed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, I'm going to go have a look around the city.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Even if I had any money, it's not as if he's actually done much to earn it.
True. Very true. Okay, so... I don't know. Let's go to Breezer Plots.
Ah, Pariserplatz. And that seems to be the IOC office. Oh, good. It's closed. Hello? Anyone home? Damn it. Now what am I supposed to do?
Excuse me?
Yes?
Well, I'm sorry, but it was hard to miss hearing you vent your frustration at the accreditation office. Could you be both a fellow journalist and a fellow countryman?
What gave you that idea?
Only a true Brit would curse like that. I'm from the island too, and who else but a journalist would need to get into the IOC office? It's been closed since 4 p.m., by the way.
Ah,
My name is Edison, Baltus Edison. I work for the Tribune in London.
Edison. Like the famous inventor.
Yes, quite. You're the first person ever to notice that, in fact.
Really? Because I would have thought quite a lot of people would have... Oh, you're joking. My name's Paddock. I'm a foreign affairs correspondent in Hong Kong.
Ah, how lovely. My work has never taken me to our crown colonies, but I'm sure things are much more interesting there than here at the Olympic Games, eh?
How do you mean?
To be honest, I hate sports. I write for the arts and entertainment section, actually. But our editor-in-chief sent all available reporters here to cover the games, so we'd have an exclusive report on every event, including the dull ones. And what are you writing about?
I'm a freelancer. I'm looking for stories off the beaten track, away from the big events.
Lucky you. I'd love to trade places. You know, I'm working on a big story back home. I'm nearly ready to expose the romantic escapades of a certain member of the royal family. My research is nearly complete. If I could get back and finish, I'd have enough material to drop this bombshell on the public. But instead, I'm here, squandering my precious time on stories about Olympic handball.
Yeah, excuse me, gentlemen. Mr. Edison, there's a call for you from London.
Probably my department head, wanting to know what's holding up my article on yesterday's events. Best not to tell him it was a bottle of scotch, eh? Please relay the following message, word for word. Mr. Edison is currently indisposed and will personally report to the editor-in-chief. He would appreciate it if everyone else would leave him in peace.
I will pass your message along, sir.
Thank you. I won't last much longer in this job, I tell you, but I've bored you quite enough.
Not at all. Actually, I have one more question about the IOC.
Yes?
Any chance of it opening again today?
What do you think?
No.
Not a chance in hell. Well, look, I've got to get going. I'm sure you'd like to read your paper in peace.
Not really. Our valued colleagues rarely have anything amusing to print. In any event, I enjoyed chatting with you.
Likewise. Perhaps I'll see you later.
Which we no doubtedly will. Holy crap, that's a lot of icons.
The Office of the International Olympic Committee. Or IOC for short.
Well, let's try using it.
It's already closed. Ridiculous, I know.
Just making sure. Napkin and ketchup somewhere in there.
A clean napkin.
Well, yoink.
This napkin is mine. All mine.
You make that sound so creepy, dude. Grab the ketchup.
My mother taught me not to eat with my fingers. Who spilled the ketchup? Come on, own up.
Okay, well, you grab
A
it.
bit of tidiness never hurt anyone. Apart from that one time I tried to clean the office and broke my collarbone. Long story.
I, for some reason, get the feeling that we're going to be using this ketchup on the doorknob in the museum. Fuck knows why, but I'm pretty sure that that's what we're expected to do, so...
Hey, it's a life choice. She just likes food. I could teach her a thing or two about proper nutrition, but I doubt she'd be interested.
I've not watched her eat, but...
The future does not bode well for that child's teeth. Or figure. He's sucking on a huge lollipop.
Take it from the baby.
What do we have here?
Oh, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't cry. You know how it troubles Mummy's nerves. Mummy just wants to enjoy a bite to eat in peace. She gets very cross when she's hungry.
Either I look a fright today, or that kid is just jumpy. The poor thing nearly spat out his lolly. Good thing he didn't. I'd rather not get into trouble with a mother of that stature.
Okay, so... I'm gonna assume I want that lolly. Oh, yes, I see. Yes. Balloon. Tie it there.
If I'd been given a terrifying balloon animal made from an old rubber glove when I was a kid, I would have considered myself lucky. Yes, I'm going to run away now.
Ugh, what is this? Where did this foul-looking thing come from? Here, my little honey bun, here's a nice new lolly for you.
Another of my attempts to educate the public bites the dust.
Did you see that fucking lolly fly? What the fuck?
The lolly's lying there in the dirt.
Oh yeah, you're gonna totally pick it up and hopefully not eat it, because that would be gross.
A lolly. Sweet, sticky, bad for your teeth. I should stick to booze.
Okay. Well, journalist jacket.
Baltus Edison, an English journalist. He's a sports journalist who hates sports. I could really use that press pass in his jacket. It'd get me into the stadium to see Glenn. I guess I should ask him first.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well. But let's try anyway.
Excuse me, Mr. Edison. May I bother you for a moment?
You would only be bothering me if I were actually enjoying this newspaper, which, to be perfectly frank, I am not. How can I help you?
I noticed the press pass in your jacket, and I was wondering if you might be willing to lend it to me. Just for tonight, so I can get into the stadium to watch the events.
I'm afraid I can't. I have to go and watch an event myself. And besides, my press pass lets me use the public transport for free.
But you see, it's very important that I get into the stadium tonight.
Look, my friend, we're just talking about sports here. You shouldn't take it so seriously. Tomorrow is another day, after all. You can get a press pass in the morning and start reporting right away.
Okay, I understand. My apologies.
No harm done.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I can do with that for now.
Edison's jacket. He left his glasses and his press pass in the breast pocket.
Do I smear... Do I just rub the ketchup over his jacket or something and then pickpocket? No, I don't. Okay.
A tourist snapping the Brandenburg Gate.
He's just standing there. He's not snapping anything.
Careful! Do not touch my camera!
Don't worry. I had no intention of touching anything.
I spent a great many hours painstakingly setting up that camera, and it would be a catastrophe if you were to move it by so much as a hair.
Please forgive my curiosity. Allow me to introduce myself. Fenton Paddock.
A pleasure. Count Otto von Droste-Schattenburg.
A count with a camera, eh? Wouldn't say, an adding machine be a more appropriate device?
Please. I would be much obliged if you would not trivialize our conversation with such banal wordplay. I am a renowned photographer from Vienna. Have you never heard of me?
To be honest, no, I haven't. But maybe that's because I live in Hong Kong.
My work has also been exhibited in Hong Kong, sir.
Oh. Oh! That Count Otto van Dross Schattenberger.
Good one. Good one, Fenton. Good save.
What are you taking pictures of?
I'm shooting images for my latest photographic series, Berlin and the Olympic Games. This work will be subtitled The Forgotten Landmarks. I intend to capture locations that are not currently the main focus of public interest.
I see.
Unfortunately, artistic freedom is becoming a thing of the past in Berlin. Photography is often banned in public squares or even in entire districts. This does not make my work any easier.
What's the deal with these photography bans?
Oh, political reasons. The government officials here believe there are certain parts of the city that may be unrepresentative of the capital's overall charm.
But the Brandenburg Gate's okay, right?
That's correct. The gate is to be the central focus of my latest project. A photography ban here would mean all my months of preparation were for naught. Several galleries have already booked the exhibit in advance. No, a ban here would be absolutely outrageous. But then, the Count von Droste Schattenburg isn't just anybody. Even here I have friends in high places. Why, I would go straight to the magistrate and make my mind known.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Your camera looks very professional.
Of course it does. It is the most advanced model available on the market today. It has a new setting that I use for experimental photography. I take multiple exposures of the same image at regular intervals. This allows me to capture different phases of my subject and depict them in a single photograph.
Ah, I see. So the position of the camera mustn't change at all while you're taking a picture, right?
I see that you know something about the fine art of photography.
Just an interested layman.
That ban is important. We're gonna have to do something about that. Wait, didn't we have a flyer with something about a camera?
Well, I don't want to keep you from your work any longer.
Thank you.
I didn't even mean to click on that, honestly.
A camera ad.
What if we show that to him? No.
Hello, Count.
Oh, you again.
I have to ask about the photography ban again.
Yes?
You said that if photography were banned here at Pariserplatz, you could have the city magistrate change that.
Well, I would certainly go directly to his office and bring the full weight of my influence to bear.
But what would happen to your camera and the photos you're taking? Perhaps a concerned passerby would offer to keep an eye on them until you got back.
But where would I find someone like that? I don't suppose...
Count, I would be more than happy to lend you a hand, should the unlikely circumstance arise, of course.
So I'm gonna be messing around with that camera ad, like writing on it, like no photography allowed, and then stick that poster here somewhere?
Well, I don't want to keep you from your work any longer.
Thank you.
That's kind of what I have to do, isn't it? Traffic sign.
A bus stop sign. I can't remove it.
Okay. Poster?
I'm not a marketing guy. Why would I want to put up a camera ad?
Well, you want to write something on it first, but...
A telephone booth.
Booth.
I haven't got any German coins. Come to think of it, I haven't got any money at all. The Brandenburg Gate. It's Berlin's Big Ben.
Okay, well, that's roughly it for now. Let's go to the museum. Let's go in. Oh, actually, I bet that lolly would totally work.